Our planet hides countless secrets, some buried in ancient walls, others whispered by the wind at night. There are places where strange things happen, where science has tried and failed to explain what people see and hear. These are not ghost stories made for movies. These are real locations that have been studied, recorded, and feared for generations. Today, we explore the 5 most haunted places on Earth that even scientists cannot explain. Each of these places holds a dark story, a chilling mystery, and an energy that makes people believe that maybe ghosts really do exist. 1. The Tower of London, England. Standing tall beside the River Thames, the Tower of London is one of England's oldest and most famous landmarks, but behind its shining history lies a past soaked in blood and betrayal. For nearly 1,000 years, this tower has been a place of torture, imprisonment, and execution. Many royal figures were killed within these walls, but some say their spirits never left. The most famous ghost is Anne Boleyn, the second wife of King Henry VIII. In 1536, she was accused of treason and beheaded in the tower. Since then, countless guards and visitors have seen her spirit walking the corridors, wearing a long white dress, her hands holding her unsevered head. Some claim to see her near the spot of her death. Others hear soft crying echoing through the night. Another famous haunting is the princes in the tower, 2 young brothers who mysteriously disappeared in the 1400s. Many believe their uncle murdered them to take the throne. For centuries, visitors have reported seeing 2 small shadows holding hands, wandering near the stairs where their skeletons were later found. Scientists and psychologists have tried to explain these events as tricks of light, imagination, or stress. But even trained guards are strong, logical soldiers have resigned after witnessing things they couldn't explain. Every few years, paranormal teams record strange cold spots, moving lights, and whispers in empty rooms. The Tower of London may look like a proud monument of British history, but at night, it becomes a palace of restless souls.
2. The Bhangarh Fort. India in the desert state of Rajasthan, surrounded by dry hills and silence, stands Bhangarh Fort, known as the most haunted place in India. Even the Indian government has placed warning signs telling people not to enter after sunset. Locals believe anyone who stays inside the fort after dark will never return. According to legend, a beautiful princess named Ratnavati once lived here. A dark sorcerer fell in love with her and tried to use black magic to make her love him back. When she found out, she threw away his potion, and the bottle broke, cursing the entire land. Soon after, a great battle destroyed Bhangarh. Everyone died, and the fort was left in ruins. Today, those ruins are filled with strange sounds and unseen movements. Travelers say they hear footsteps behind them, women laughing softly, and voices calling their names when no one is there. Some say they've felt invisible hands touching them or seen glowing orbs floating between the broken walls. Paranormal teams have brought cameras, night vision, and scientific tools, but their equipment often fails near the main temple. Batteries drain instantly, and compasses spin wildly. Scientists have blamed magnetic rocks or sound waves, but none of these theories truly explain why everyone feels the same heavy fear inside Bhangarh. By day, it looks like a forgotten monument. By night, it becomes a ghost city frozen in time, cursed by love and revenge.
3. The Stanley Hotel, USA. High in the mountains of Colorado, the Stanley Hotel stands as one of the most beautiful and haunted hotels in the world. Built in 1909, it's a place of old luxury, but also chilling mystery. This is the hotel that inspired Stephen King's famous horror story, The Shining. The legend began when King and his wife stayed there one night, completely alone. He dreamed of his son being chased through the hallways by a ghostly figure, and when he woke up, he knew he had to write a novel about it. Since then, the Stanley has become a magnet for ghost hunters and curious tourists. Guests often report hearing piano music in empty rooms, children laughing in dark hallways, and doors that open and close by themselves. Room 217 is the most haunted of all. A maid named Elizabeth Wilson once died there in a gas explosion. Many guests have said she still visits, unpacking luggage, folding clothes, or turning lights on and off. Even scientists have tried to explain the phenomena. Teams have brought sound meters, temperature sensors, and electromagnetic detectors, yet the recordings often capture ghostly voices whispering names or saying hello. Some skeptics believe the hotel's wooden structure and mountain wines cause strange noises. But how do you explain a piano playing itself, or a child's laughter in an empty corridor at 3 a.m.? The Stanley remains a mystery that modern science cannot explain, a place where the line between dream and nightmare fades away.
4. Château de Brissac. France. In the heart of France stands the Château de Brissac, a castle so elegant it's called the Giant of the Loire Valley. But beneath its beauty lies one of the most disturbing ghost stories in Europe. Hundreds of years ago, the Duke of Brissac discovered that his wife, Charlotte, was having an affair. In a fit of rage, he murdered her and her lover inside the castle. Their bodies were found together, and since that day, her ghost has never left the chateau. She is known as the Green Lady, named for the color of the gown she wore when she died. Visitors and workers say they see her walking through the castle's hallways, her dress glowing faintly green. But when she turns her face toward them, they run. Her face, they say, is a color of death, hollow eyes, gray skin, and a mouth frozen in a silent scream. The Duke's family still owns the castle and even admits to strange activity. Doors opening at night, cold air rushing through closed rooms, and soft crying near the chapel. Psychologists have suggested that guests are imagining things because of the castle's dark history. But when multiple people describe the same woman in the same place at the same time, it's hard to call it coincidence. Every year, visitors come hoping to see her. Some leave with stories, others leave with nightmares.
5. Waverly Hills Sanatorium, USA. And finally, the Waverly Hills Sanatorium in Kentucky, USA. Once a hospital for people suffering from tuberculosis in the early 1900s, it became a place of death. Nearly 60,000 patients died there from the disease, and their bodies were secretly carried out through an underground tunnel so that others wouldn't lose hope. But what they left behind wasn't just sadness, it was something else. Something that refuses to leave. Visitors say the halls echo with voices calling out names. Footsteps are heard in empty rooms. Some people have seen figures dressed in hospital gowns, standing silently in doorways, then vanishing. The most famous spirit is Timmy, a ghost child who rolls a ball across the floor. Paranormal teams have captured the ball moving by itself, no strings, no wind. Temperature sensors show sudden drops, cold spots that follow people, and whispers caught on recorders that say "get out" or "help me." Scientists have blamed it on drafts, sound reflections, or static electricity, but even the bravest investigators admit that Waverly Hills feels alive. Many who visit say they feel watched, as if the building itself is breathing, waiting. Waverly Hills is not just haunted, it's a reminder of how much pain and death can leave a mark so strong that even time cannot erase it.
These are the haunted places that science still cannot explain. The Tower of London, Bhangarh Fort, the Stanley Hotel, Château de Brissac, and Waverly Hills Sanatorium, each one holds stories of pain, mystery, and fear. Scientists bring machines, ghost hunters bring cameras, but no one brings answers. Maybe some things are not meant to be explained. Would you dare to visit any of these haunted places? Tell us in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real mysteries, shocking facts, and the darkest secrets of our world.